We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Lou Gehrig, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Cole Stewart is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Standing in, Lou Gehrig. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been the bright spot for this team. Anytime in a big spot they've needed a big knock, he has seemed to be the guy. And rightfully so, as we get down to the tight games at the end of the season, his offensive production has got to continue, and he's fighting for a home run title.
With runners in scoring position this season, Gehrig is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this.
Come on, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
Matthew.
Hey, good one up there, huh?
The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Whitey Ford, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Lou Gehrig.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lou Gehrig is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
Ball.
2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Digging in now, Lou Gehrig. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Lou Gehrig.
First offering on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Lou Gehrig. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Lou Gehrig.
Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No outs, nobody on. High chopper over to first.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes. Striding in, Lou Gehrig. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Again, another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on.
Right here.
Swung on and belted. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
And with that win, they've shown they are one of the greatest teams in baseball history, tying the 1998 Yankees, who also had 114 wins. That was an amazing team, so that's some elite company right there.
11-5 the final tally in this one. The New York Yankees with 114 wins, most in the division. Ron Guidry wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 11 runs on 11 hits. 2 errors, they left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, they left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Mickey Mantle, one of the league's top power hitters, looks to gain ground in the home run race. Next. Sean Newcomb, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Digging in the switch hitter, Mickey Mantle. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he's been a monster, not only on the field, but off it as well. Representing an elite power threat in the lineup and also helping guys off the field.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that baby's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 62 on the year. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mickey Mantle, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a base hit.
You're up.
And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it right here.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
Markakis is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do get three that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave three men on base. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead this one 5-0. So coming to the plate, Mickey Mantle. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Mickey Mantle.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
All right, one time right here.
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
We circled this guy's name in the lineup card before the game even started. Sitting amongst the league leaders in home runs. No shock he drives a ball out to left field.
In now, Mickey Mantle. Folks certainly came to the stadium hoping to see him put on a show, and he did just that with a pair of long balls on the day so far.
I know everybody can have that special day, but in the big leagues, to have a chance to hit 3 home runs, this is the stuff you dream about doing in Little League, not at this level.
Ball one, no strike.
And that misses for ball one. A man at third with one away. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
He pulls this one into right, and that's going to get down out there. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 9-0. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in, Willie Mays. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Hard ground ball to third. Robinson is there, and that's the second out. Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Robinson Cano.
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
Slow little grounder left side.
Come on,
He's
slide.
got it.
Get down, get down.
Throw on to the first baseman Murray, and that retires the side. Into the box now, Mickey Mantle. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning.
Mickey Mantle.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up, back behind second. Roberts is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it. Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. So the Bronx Bombers win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Catfish Hunter earns win number 15 on the year. Sean Newcomb was unable to work out of the second inning as he sattled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Lou Gehrig, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Felix Hernandez starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now is the Yankees DH, Lou Gehrig. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been the bright spot for this team. Anytime in a big spot they've needed a big knock, he has seemed to be the guy, and rightfully so. As we get down to the tight games at the end of the season, his offensive production has got to continue, and he's fighting for a home run title.
Wagner is off of first with 2 away.
Hey, you swing that hot bat, huh?
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Hey, come on, big dog, stay hot.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Stay hot, baby. Stay hot, babe. Here we go.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Now a curveball misses inside.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Stay hot now, kid. Let's go. Stay hot, baby.
The 1-2.
Too high. Ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
The payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
The third baseman.
At the plate, Eddie Matthews. First at bat for him here as he enters play 7th in the American League in round trippers.
Yeah, and he's really put together a great season in the power categories. I know it's not over yet, but I'm excited to see how he finishes down the stretch.
Dero, what's been amazing to me is how consistent he's been through the beginning of the season, and that where we're at right now. Expect him to...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Yeah, and we didn't waste any time getting things going here. 2 outs and the base is loaded, and the next at bat could set the tone for the entire rest of the game. If he can get out of this mess without any damage, he's going to know he can shut the door all game long. And with this home crowd on his side, they'll be going wild, but that's a big if.
Aaron Judge.
Let's go now.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning.
Let's go, big dog.
Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Digging in, Don Mattingly. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here.
Hey, stay hot now,
Don
stay hot up there.
Mattingly.
Drive that pitch, huh?
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for one. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Walter Johnson, a right-hander from Kansas, who will be on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they...
It might be. It could be. It's gone! A home run! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Lou Gehrig. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Come on, big guy. Come on,
From
buddy.
the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point.
There. Let's go, kid.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lou Gehrig. Folks certainly came to the stadium hoping to see him put on a show, and he did just that with a pair of long balls on the day so far.
I know everybody can have that special day, but in the big leagues, to have a chance to hit 3 home runs, this is the stuff you dream about doing in Little League, not at this level.
Have a rip like you can. Here you go.
A 1 pitch on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Hayes on the run for it. And that baby's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget. Well, folks, you've just witnessed a little bit of Major League Baseball history. That's win number 116. That's right, 116 on the season, tying them with the all-time record holders, the 2001 Mariners and the 1906 Cubs. It literally does not get any better than that.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Yanks earn their 116th win, tops in the division. Walter Johnson gets his league-leading 22nd win as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Felix Hernandez is charged with number 16 in the loss column this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes.